Hello friends, hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream. It's Monday again, and I already see some familiar faces like Chester, Nathan, Gertjen, Adrian, hello. Also Mirek. Nice to have you here as well as Simon. Good to see you. How are you all doing? How was your Monday so far? Mine was pretty laid back, yeah. I wasn't that motivated, so yeah, still struggling today a little bit. We had a long weekend and we still need to recover a bit, but yeah, we are getting there. Hello Matteo. Nice to have you here as well. So here today we are going to continue our journey of checking out static analyzers like LaraStan, which we did in the last two videos. So if you haven't seen those two episodes, yeah, you can still watch them on YouTube. I've also created chapters on the timeline so that you can jump to specific parts of those videos. For example, when we're trying out level 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this will be easier if you're interested in just one specific part of those videos. And yeah, in the last video, we made it to level number 8, which was the highest level at that point. But I now heard that there's even level 9, so maybe we're going to check that out a bit. But yeah, the main part for this video is also thinking about if we decide we want to use such a tool like LaraStan, PHPStan, how do we integrate it? What will be the experience for other peoples of the repository using it, and what do we think will be the outcome of that? Because if I'm going to use this tool, I might have some assumption of how it can help me. And yeah, I guess this is what I want or have to decide for today, because I think this will be the last video. So if we're going to use this tool on Larastreamers, we probably have to merge it today. So today or never. But yeah, let's see about that. Rick is also here. Hey buddy, how you doing? So yeah, but as always, let's jump first on Larastreamers and check out what's going on the site itself. Here we are. So here I'm currently live. That's good. Mostly only one person is live. I think we only had it once that two are live. I also don't know which one we are showing here then, if two are live, but guess we will see if we get to this point. Then tomorrow, Luke Downing is back with Pest in Practice. I think he called it Season 2. So I think he has some new ideas for that. So check that out. Then again, Steve the King is going crazy again. What is he doing? Laravel CRM API episode number 1. Okay, episode number 2. And I think down here also episode 3. So he has 3 more streams planned already for this and next week. So yeah, let's check out the numbers real quick since we're already here. Streamers. Steve has already 43 streams. Wow, it's crazy. And then Frake and me, we both have 28. So I might be on place number 2 after this stream. Yes. And I have also another stream planned for this week. You might have seen it already. Where do we have it? Yeah, here on Friday. Let's try Past. So mm, I haven't been using Past very much, and I've seen many people switching to Past and loving it, and lots of new features. And yeah, Frake with his whole packages, they also changed to Past, and yeah, I haven't. And the most reason is just because I don't know it that well, I haven't used it that much, and I want to give it a real try. So that's one reason for the stream. And I also have some doubts in my mind. So I think of a few things I can think of out of my head where I'd say maybe I don't like it, or maybe it's not for me, but I don't have any proof for that. So that's just in my mind. And I think we have to give it a real try. So on Friday, what I want to do is I want to run level shift with the past converter. So we're converting all the tests from Larastreamers to past, and then we're going to check them out together. And I want to compare which tests do look better now. I already know that it will be for sure much less code, which is good, but I also want to check out what do the tests look like, because I have a very specific idea of how I want my test to look with the separations of arrange, act, assert, and so on. And I really want to see what the changes really are. And I think it's a good idea if we do this together, because this also pushes me to give past a real try. And maybe I'm convinced, maybe I'm not. We're going to check that out together. Okay, so these are the streams for this and next week. And yeah, I think with that being said, we can check out our code again. In the meantime, let me check some of the comments if there's anything. Yeah, November is going good. I still have 2 more weeks, so this could get interesting. Oh, Dee's here as well. Hey Dee, how you doing? I heard on Twitter today that you might going to stream maybe again. We're going to hope for that. Yeah, we know Steve is already convinced with Pest, so yeah, let's see if I get to the Pest team too. And Nathan also switched already over, so yeah, I know Adrian is also using it. I know Frake is already using it. Yeah, so many good developers already have switched, so we'll see about that. But yeah, again, here we are in the Larastreamers repository. We have made it to level 8, so this means if I'm running PHPStan, LaraStan, we see no errors, and that's because of quite some changes we did in the past. Here in this branch, this is also where you could check it out yourself on the Larastreamers repository. All the changes that we had to do in order to make it work, like for example defining some variables to make sure that PHPStan knows what we are using here. And let's check also some changes where doc blocks were added, which we didn't want, or we defined some specific structure of an array, and so on. Yeah, so many different changes we did in order to help LaraStan, PHPStan understand our code better. And one thing I learned this week, that the highest level number is not 8 anymore, it's 9. So I've tried this out real quick this morning, and I think we're not going to try to make it work with level 9, because there are some many things we have to change. But I still want to give you a kind of overlook of what those changes would be, because for me it seems there's one specific thing changing from level 8 to 9, which is about the mixed type. So we can see we have 49 errors here, so yeah, quite a lot. And if we quickly look through them, we see a lot of them are in the actions for Fortify, where we're trying to call something on a type mixed. And I think with this level, PHPStan is not happy anymore where we have mixed types. And we have, yeah, as you can see, lots of those errors are about mixed. Yeah, maybe it seems like maybe all of them are um, connected to the mixed type. And I think, yeah, it's a good way to improve the type hinting for your application even more. But also, I'm not that convinced of trying everything to get rid of mixed completely, because Laravel itself, as you've seen, is using that a lot. So I assume we would have to do a lot of changes to make that work. And I think we're pretty good with level 8. So I think we're going to keep it here for now. We might do, maybe later, we can do another stream where we try to get level 9 back. But today's stream is about yeah, using this in our workflow, what we have to do in order to do that. Okay, and yeah, and the other thing which we didn't do is setting this to true, because then we also have to define for all iterables, for all arrays, what types are in those arrays. And this is also a change which I'm not interested, because this also, here we need to change a lot inside of our code, which I don't think is right immediately useful. But I think if we get it right with level 8, I think that's a good start for introducing it to the repository itself. And yeah, for now, now for me it would be interesting. First, what are my thoughts, and then how we could integrate this into Larastreamers, yeah, automatically. Because this for sure is such a tool which we would need to integrate it automatically, because if we don't do this, yeah, this would be a pretty big mess, because then we would have some pull requests, some changes, and then we are outdated again, and this tool would still find some issues. So yeah, we have to define this on a GitHub level, so that everybody contributing will immediately see if something goes wrong. And I can already see how this helps. Yeah, the changes we helped the tool understanding what's going on here, but I can also see now with this that it could help us. Yeah, some bugs that might end up in the future, and I see how this could help us, but it's not like I can really grasp it. Like I can see what kind of fixes and bugs we could get with this tool now that we integrate it. So that's why I think it's a good idea just to use it, just to merge it into Larastreamers. It's a good project, good fun side project of mine, just to use it out and yeah, see about the upcoming pull requests. What are the errors that we see with this tool? What kind of bugs can we prevent? I have no idea, but in order to find out, I just feel like I have to try it for some time. And this will also help me with, yeah, some of my client work, for example, because, yeah, they were also already asking me, what do you think about? Should we use it or not? And at the current point, I just can't recommend or not recommend it. So I guess it's a good idea to try it out and then, yeah, collect some feedback and see how it goes. And in order to integrate it, we need to create a GitHub action so that we can run it every time automatically. And yeah, I've asked about that on Twitter, I think last week, and the easiest integration I found on Sparssy's package skeleton, where they are also using PHPStan in this case, but I think we're just trying out this and see what it looks like if we have an error. So the plan for today is introducing some kind of error or issue that LaraStan will see, and then we're going to push a GitHub action and see what it does. See what's the output like, if this is really everything we need to do. Mostly I'm copying those workflows, so I have no idea about every line of that, but I think we're just giving it a try and then see what happens. All right, so what kind of error do we want to have? Maybe we're just getting rid of this, for example. What's that? That's the sort streams action. Sort streams action. I think this one here. So let's copy and then get rid of this. And now if we run our analyzer again, it should fail. So this way I make sure if we push it to GitHub that we also see an issue there. Yeah, okay, here it is. Because I really want to see what's the output like on GitHub. Of course, it will be the same, but I really want to give it a try to see it myself before any other people having some pull requests see it themselves. All right, then next we're going to add another workflow. So we have already 2 here. So let's create a new file here. And how do we call this one? Maybe LaraStan. Yeah. As you might notice, I don't know, should I call it LaraStan? Should I call it PHPStan? I know that 90% of it is PHPStan, so if I only say LaraStan, yeah, would it be bad to PHPStan? Yeah, that's why I mostly try to say both words, because I know Can and Nuno have done some amazing work for LaraStan, but of course PHPStan is also very big and they have done a lot on their side as well. All right, let's check out here. So the name will be different. Let's call it LaraStan. I think they have defined here some files. I don't know why they have defined those paths here, because inside our configuration file we have defined the path, so I would assume that we don't need those. And also what I already know, I want to run them on push and pull requests. Yeah. So this means, how do I change this? I can do an array, I think, but we haven't done this here. Well, or I can use them separately. Like, where do we have that? Here. Push on push and on pull requests. And here for all branches, and here for, what did we define here? I have no idea. Ready for refuse, synchronize, open. Okay, so I guess these are just some types of branches or pull requests. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, maybe we're just going to keep it on push. So if we don't have any arguments, can I leave it like that? Is this correct YAML usage? I have no idea. I guess you know. I guess I'll ask you and you will tell me. In the meantime, let's call the job then LaraStan. I would also call this LaraStan. Ubuntu checkout setup PHP version 8. This looks good. And then we're going to run LaraStan. And if I remember correctly, it's just vendor bin PHPStan analyze. So this should be the same. It's interesting. Why does Freak here not having, why he's not calling analyze? So maybe we can run PHPStan without that. And also the error format on GitHub. I have no idea what this does. So I guess we're just trying this out together and then we'll see. Call it LaraStan and buy PHPStan t-shirt as a tip of that. Yeah, this is definitely something that I should do. This tells GitHub to run the action no push and only trigger on changes in the folder or file. Okay, so I guess what Adrian meant where we had those paths here, so that this action is only being run if, let's check this out again, if we have some changes in PHP files or here in the configuration. Okay, I think that's actually a good idea. So let's bring this back. All right, so is this everything that we need in order to run it? Let's go through it together again on push. We are interested in changes in all PHP files and in the configuration file. I think this one is called PHPStan, right? It's not LaraStan. Let's close this. It's PHPStan. Oh, in our case, it's just neon, so let's leave it like that. Then the shop is called LaraStan, name LaraStan on Ubuntu. Do we need a blank line? Yeah, it seems so. We have that here as well. And then we just run it. So I think it looks good. If you don't have any complaints, I think we're just going to push it and see what happens. What's OCD? Over something. Oh yeah, breaks on default Laravel install, yeah. So I guess Laravel is not ready for level 9 of PHPStan, but not yet. But I hope Nuno is working hard for Laravel 9 to do this. So Adrian would also add composer JSON. What do you mean by adding composer JSON? Interesting. We are installing the composer dependencies already. So obsessive compulsive disorder. Wow. This sounds pretty serious, so I guess we don't want to have that compulsive disorder. Okay, I think I'm just going to give this a try. So we were changing this here. Here we're introducing our error, and here we have a new workflow. Add PHPStan workflow. And let's push it. Are you using any kind of tools to test out some GitHub actions locally? I think once I tried to make this work because I think sometimes it's very annoying having some changes in your workflow and then you have to push it and then see again what it does. And I think the only tool which I found was some kind of Docker installation where I could run it locally, but yeah, it sounded pretty complicated in order to make that happen. Not sure if there are any other tools than just push it and see what happens. So we see that some checks are in progress, and here we have the new one which we're interested in, and this is also the one that should fail. And it does. Okay, that's good. So I guess the other ones will pass. So what do we get? Yeah, so it's exactly the same which we had locally, so we can see the issue. We can see here a little bit more details. And now let's go through, I like to go through those things from someone using this repository, or maybe myself later. So we are changing some of the changing code. We're going to run it, and then we see that some checks are failing, and then they can check, okay, what's going on here. And then, yeah, one thing that I'm of course a little bit concerned about is the errors which people will see where they don't have an idea about PHPStan. So I think I often will have to jump in here and then say, okay, I'm going to fix that myself because, yeah, maybe they don't know about PHPStan, maybe they don't know how to fix the things that they see, maybe they don't even understand that this could be. So I was in the same boat some weeks ago. So yeah, I think this will end up with more work on my side. Yeah, pretty sure about that. But besides that, I think that's how we want it to be, right? Run it automatically with every push. Inside pull request, outside pull request, yeah. And then I can jump in and help out, or maybe they want to do this as well. So for example, there is currently a pull request by, I think it's funny. I think it's the same guy who added this workflow here to the skeleton. Let me check. It's this one here. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm not sure how to say his name. It's Abanet Tamiro. Okay, Abanet Tamiro. And yeah, it's funny that he created a pull request and the same. And he also did a pull request for the thing we're going to use today. By the way, he's doing a pull request so that we get for the upcoming streams like kind of information like how long they are already live. So for example, here instead of the date, we would see now live since 10 minutes, which I think is pretty nice. Or if we have an upcoming stream live in 2 days, 10 minutes, whatever. So this will be pretty cool. And then for him, he will also see then here a check failing, probably because of some changes he did. And then I might have to jump in and we help out. But yeah, that's what we needed to do in order to try it out ourselves. Description from Wiki. OCD is a common mental health condition where a person have obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. Yeah, okay. I definitely know that one. Nectar's Act. What is that? Run your GitHub actions locally. Okay, it's about this one. Run your GitHub actions locally. Why would you want to do this? Fast feedback. How does it work? When you run act, it reads. It uses Docker. Okay, then maybe that's the one which I've discovered myself before. So I might need to give this another try. Thanks for that, and for all the others, I'm going to paste in here the link. Hello, Ken. Thanks for joining again. And if you go back to the div of the PR, you should see cool GitHub annotations for the PHPStan errors because of the error format GitHub. Okay, let me check what this means. Let's get back to the pull request. So, do you mean I should see this now here? Inside the div? I don't see anything. Did you mean that, or was it inside the output? I guess it should be inside the output, right? So let's check that out again. Maybe that's what you meant, Ken. Is it this thing here? Because this seems like the normal output. I think so. At least it looks like what I've seen locally. And here we have the same thing again, just with an arrow in front of it. I'm not sure if this is the output which you're talking about. Let me read it again. And if you go to the div of the PR, you should see cool GitHub annotations for the PHPStan errors. To the div of the PR. Okay, for me this doesn't sound like the output. Let's check again. Could it be really something here that we see? Let's check the file again where we have the error. Oh, actually, I guess we don't see it here because, or do you see something here? No, it's the same, right? Yeah. Okay, I think Ken, you need to help me here. Bottom of the page, add files changed. Ah, okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, I haven't seen those before. So yeah, that's a file where we did do this. Yeah, okay, it seems like that's exactly, oh, okay, I see. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because this will for sure also help others seeing them. At least if they know that this exists. It seems like this is still something new, but that's nice. That's really nice. Let's check again. What was the name again? Arrow. Nope, I don't want to print it. Arrow format GitHub. All right, so I guess there are different tools out there which also supports that. Probably also for CS Fixer, could be. That's cool. That's really nice. That's a good tip, Ken. Thanks for that. And this will definitely help me and also others checking out what's going on here. Okay, then let's bring this change here back. Let's run it locally again. See if everything works out well now. It does. I guess then we are ready to push this. Bring back doc block for date object. Let's push it. And now everything should be green again. It just displays the PHPStan on the PR. In this case, it's displayed at the bottom because those errors are in files that were not in the changed files. Ah, okay, get it. So this means if there's a file in the changes, which normally is, when you run this, then we should see the error probably right in the file where the change was. Okay, this makes sense. We are failing again. All right, what's going on? Callback of method collect expects collection int array non-empty string given. Wait. Let's see. First, why is it working locally? Which I think it was, right? Try this again. I think it was working here. It's a good thing that we're already checking it here and now. Let me also check if this is really the latest one. Because sometimes it feels they are checking something and then they're still running. No, okay, failing 19 seconds ago. So why is it failing online and on the repository and not itself? Let's check the error again. The callback method map with keys expects a callable with collection in integer, and what we have is a collection and string. Okay, I think we've seen this before. So let's see, map with keys expects a collection and an integer, which is the key normally. And we are having collection and the string because we've changed the collection. So what's going on here? Are we testing on the same level? I think we do level 8, yes, right. I guess what could it be that we're using a different version locally, so I might have to update LaraStan, and then I think this could be something. Yeah, Adrian has the same idea, so I think this could be. Probably we have a change with LaraStan or PHPStan, and so this means I'm going to run an update. Let's see what we get. Or actually, I'm only interested. Seems like we're fusing it already. Okay, so yeah. Now I'm pretty sure that this is the error. But this is why we're seeing different issues. All right, so this means we are now going to run it again. After indexing has finished, because I don't know the command out of my head. What was it? Window bin PHPStan analyze. Yeah, okay, that was it. Again, my laptop is a little bit slow but while streaming in 4K, but it should be finished soon with indexing. Okay, now this is strange. This is strange. Okay, let's try to update everything now. As you can see, I'm just guessing what could be, but the only difference could be some composer dependencies which are different. In my opinion, it could only be that LaraStan itself, which sits on top of PHPStan, had some changes, but just to make sure, I want to update everything. Okay, it didn't seem like much was updated. Let's run it again. No errors. Okay, interesting. Now I'm really curious. What else could be different? Let's try to think it through. Maybe you have an idea already. The code should be the same, right? What about the error itself? I think we've seen it before, but I'm not sure if it did anything. And if we had to solve it, or maybe we just saw it and we didn't solve it. Is it something with the pass on GitHub action? Yeah, this would work, but this would be cheating in my opinion. Could it be about the path on GitHub action? That's for sure something that's different, yeah. So that's true, but I don't see how this could be the issue. So let's bring this up again. LaraStan. So I guess Steve was referring to these paths, which we have defined here. But no, I think they're only about when to run this action. And then let me try to just run this without the analyze. No idea if this is doing anything differently, but I think this is also one of the things which is different. Okay. Still good here. Okay, that's pretty strange. That's pretty strange. What could be wrong? So one thing we could think about what is different between the local system and on the repository and try to fix this. Or the other way could be trying to fix the issue which we see remotely, locally, and then see if this fixes it. Rerun the GitHub action. Okay, we can do this as well. I think I can just rerun it here somewhere. Rerun all jobs. Let's see, it seems to be still running. Yeah. Let's follow this and see what's going to happen. Okay, we still have it. So there's still the issue. Let me check again what it was about. Because I know we've seen this issue. I'm not sure if we did anything in order to make it work. Okay, I know what it was about. I think, yeah. This was something which I've seen on LaraStan itself. Now I remember. LaraStan issues. This one. Nope. This was it, I think, here. Yeah, I think this is it. And I think... Let me check again. The callback map with keys expects something int array, closure string given. It expects an array and it receives non-empty array, so there should be no error. Was it this one? I think it must be this one because let's see if we find any other map with keys. No. Okay, I'm just confused because I see it was closed, but I don't see any changes, any pull request or any fixes. But I think this was it. Eloquent collection has array key for the key type. Yeah, array key type is a string. Yeah, I think that's it. So this was committed 2 days ago. So this means, which version are we here on? Is this tagged? What's the best way to see what version is installed? I often just go to the log file and find it out myself. But I think there's a better way, right? And if you're asking, I'm not yet fully friendly with my new keyboard. Is this the latest version? Is there a better way to check which exact version is installed? I guess you know for sure. Tell me. Maybe composer get exact version. Composer show. Let's try this out. Is it it? Composer show. Nuno Maduro, LaraStan. Okay, here we get a lot of output. Versions 101. So I guess that's the one we're using. Okay, yeah, that's also what Ken was suggesting. So for me, it seems like we're using a different version now on the GitHub action. And let me check my composer JSON file again. Because I think I saw something here. Where is it? Yeah, so I think we're just using the version 0 maybe on the repository on GitHub action, but I actually really want to use at least this one. So what's the best way to do this? I'm not good with versions. Can I do something like this? Saying it should be at least this and above? Pretty sure you know better than me. Or should I just set it to the specific one, but then we don't get updates, I guess? I want to have at least this one and then everything above. What's the way to do this? And also, by the way, I'm not sure if you noticed, but in order to do real 4K streams, I needed to set the delay for the comments and for everything to normal, which should be a few seconds more than we usually had here. So I guess that's why I also see your comments a little bit later than usual. So is this the way to force level 101 and everything above? Adrian says yes. Okay, then let's try this. I think that's the issue because I think it's using the wrong in the GitHub action. So we've changed now a few things. This here, then we updated our composer log. Okay. Then with the overall update, we probably, I guess I don't want to do all the other updates here as well. So let's get rid of all the changes. Let's only do this one here. And then commit this. Update LaraStan version. And I'm pretty sure it should be fixed now. Fingers crossed. Let's see what's going to happen now. We can get rid of this. And let's check out our pull request now. Did I just delete the workflow file itself? No. This was already committed, right? Yeah. Yeah. So why don't I see it here? What's going on here, GitHub? Run tests, run tests. What about LaraStan? Crazy. You might need to do a composer update in LaraStan, otherwise composer log will still be on the previous version. Yes, locally I have already done this. In my local composer log, we are already using version 101. And on the GitHub action, yeah, it's not in the GitHub action, it's not using the log file. So I think we're good like we have it now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. Yeah, no PHP files changed. What do you think about this now? Are we still the opinion that we need a PHP file to change in order to run PHPStan? Because sometimes we are updating just the version. So, should we run it now every time? Is this an edge case? What do you think? Compose JSON to the workflow observes. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. I didn't get that earlier because I thought you were referring to something else. So what Adrian suggested was inside our action here that we are also adding here changes to the composer JSON file. And this is something which I think is useful. By the way, it seems we don't need those here. Let's try to keep this consistent. Yeah, I guess now if we run it, it still hasn't changed, or no, I think it's not going to run it again. Add composer JSON to LaraStan files. Check-in files, here we go. In case you have a package updates that cause type collision. Yeah, I think it's for sure a good idea to add this here. We probably should also, or maybe you could do a pull request if anyone of you wants to for the skeleton package of the sparsy skeleton package. Yeah. Okay, did I push it here? Yeah, it's also not going to run again because since the last, nothing has changed. So how can we trigger this now? Do I have to change something? I think I have to. Yeah, okay, let's do this. So let's get rid of this again. Introduce PHPStan issue. Let's push this. Then we should see an error, and then we change it again. And I guess that's the fastest way now to deal with that. All right, let's see. Let's see about this one. By the way, since we are already waiting, please always make sure to like my streams, the videos. You can do this down here somewhere if you like the video, which will help me a lot because it tells YouTube that people like this video, and this will help me a lot so that more people can recognize this video, which of course is helpful for me. So yeah, also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. That's also one recommendation or one one thing you have to do in order to write a comment. So this also helps me for sure a lot. So please make sure to do that. Thank you. And let's get rid of our error again. Remove PHPStan issue. I hate those typos. I really hate them. I guess I need to sit down for some days and only try to work on my keyboard so that I really get used to it. Adrian tried your branch locally on my Linux, which is pretty close to GitHub Action, had also 0 errors. Okay, should be a good sign. Thanks, Steve, for hanging out with us. Good luck for your streams, and yeah, see you hopefully there. Thanks for joining. So downloading Nano Maduro LaraStan action still uses earlier version. Okay, also this one. Okay, let's check it out together here. Okay, here we see it. It's still using a different version. Why is this possible? Haven't we defined that we only want to use the specific version? What's going on here? Okay, it's interesting. It also tells me that I have version 1 installed. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do was a composer install. No, what? Okay, now we get some even other issues here. No. Okay, let's recap. So it seems like we have version 1 installed, but actually we want 1. Okay, so if I do composer install, it will using the one from the log file. Okay, that's not what we want to do. So let's do composer update Nano Maduro. Wait, what's going on? Composer update here. Nano Maduro LaraStan. Okay, so it seems like now it's downloading the correct version here locally. I still don't know how the flag affects it in the GitHub action itself, but let's try to get this right here first. So here we should see that version 1.01 is being used when PHPStorm at some point is finished with indexing. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Maybe some issues with the composer install action that has auto cache active. Yeah, it's a caching. Check out the regular workflow for PHP unit. Okay, so first here we have the correct version now. And we only changed our composer log file. So use correct LaraStan version. Since I don't think the composer log file is being used inside the GitHub action, actually I'm pretty sure it's not used. I would assume to see any changes here. So what Adrian suggested was checking out our PHP unit workflow. Get composer cache direct, composer cache. Are we here caching the composer dependencies? Can't I tell that with composer install I don't want to use any cached files, any cached dependencies? And see how we cache the composer files there and copy it over to the new workflow. And copy it over to the new workflow. But it doesn't seem like here we are clearing the cache, are we? Output name. So do we really know that this helps us? Do we really know this helps us? Let's get back here. Refresh this. This causes the issue. Okay, Adrian reviewed the code here. Oh, by the way, what's happening here? We are green. Oh, I guess only because no files were changed and LaraStan was not using. Okay, so PHPA coverage none install composer. Okay, but how is this causing the issue? Okay, Adrian is 100% sure that this will fix the issue. Okay, let's give it a try then. So what do we need here? Here we're running the thing which we want to run. Okay. Then I guess this is the part which we need. Running composer install, cache composer dependencies, get composer cache directory. I think these are the three things. And then we're going to use this instead of this, I assume. Okay, what did I do wrong here? I think it's the format. Steps uses name. Let's check this out here as well. Okay, uses should be directly under name. Was this the issue here? Uses name. No, this looks good. With coverage. Oh, I think these are the ones. These are the ones which should. All right. Name. What about ID and run here? Okay, this should be right beneath them. Okay, I think now we got the right format. I guess we just have to try it. Just have to try it. All right. Update LaraStan action with composer cache. Fingers crossed again. Yeah, I didn't thought that most of the stream we will try to get that thing work, but okay, now I already saw your changes here. Okay, didn't see them before. Oh, come on, you're kidding me. Why is it not running? Why is not our action running? We were changing the LaraStan YAML file. Or we're changing the workflow file. I guess if we're changing the workflow file, it should run, right? Oh my god. Do we have to add that as well? I really thought. Yeah, it seems it didn't run. I would have assumed if we change something in a GitHub action that it should automatically be run. And now you have to change a PHP file. Oh my god, really? Really? Do we have to do this again? This is annoying. This is really annoying. I guess we should have kept it to run it every time. I guess it would have been easier. Introduce LaraStan issue. Let's bring this back in. Let's run our checks again. Now there should be 3 running. Now it should fail. Then we're going to change it back. Let me already do this here. Remove, introduce LaraStan issue. That's how it looks like if you do things live. You have no idea what's going to happen. At least we know this is failing for the right reason. Yes, it is. Let's push the new things. And now, fingers crossed, everything should be green now. Do you think it will pass? I think so. I have no idea what we really changed with the composer cache, but I think it will pass. You're all good in the meantime? Yeah, seems so. Adrian is having a run here on the comments. Super active again as always. Thanks for your help. But yeah, first it has to pass. All right. This looks good. Wow. This was a long one, but it seems we have made it work. Thanks, Adrian. Your suggestion indeed was helping out here. Okay, and we have now this new action running on every push. Okay, I think I got 5 minutes and then I have to close. So yeah, I already told you that I really want to give LaraStan a real try, and the only way is having it in a real project and seeing what it looks like. Having integrated already the workflow helped a lot for the future, and we've also seen some of the issues, which we probably could have run into any of my client projects or someone else doing a pull request. So it's good that we check this ourselves. From now on, since we know now it's running correctly, I think it will be much easier. All right, so the only question is, do we merge it now into the code base? What do you think? Should we do it? We did quite a few changes in order to make LaraStan happy. But we've also found some bugs. We've made some good changes, which I think we did here. Also checked some of the mismatch types which we had. Yeah, I think we're going to merge it now. Hope you're ready. Let's do this together. And then we'll just see what happens in the next weeks, if we want to keep it in there or not. But for me, it's the only way to really see how it works. With everything I did, if I didn't try it out myself, I just couldn't tell if I like it or not, if it's helpful or not, if it's beneficial or not. So let's do this. And let's call this integrate LaraStan and make level 8 pass. Here we're going. All right. I will see if it works, if we see any issues. If I'm going to run into any issues, I will let you know about it. And we're going to check it out together. And yeah, I hope in some days, now maybe some weeks, I can tell you more about how it's helping this platform or not. And yeah, I hope this also helped you, especially the last episodes of this. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that, right? Yeah, sorry. Here, I just merged it. It's merged here. Now you know it. And yeah, I hope those last episodes helped you what it looks like checking out an analyzer like LaraStan, PHPStan. What are the things we have to maybe change in the framework? What are the kind of errors we're going to run? What are the kind of changes we're going to need? What kind of bugs we are finding, and so on. And for me, it really helped me to get a better understanding of this tool and how maybe other analyzers work as well. So I'm pretty sure it was a good idea checking this out together, and I hope it was helpful to you too. And yeah, with that being said, I think I'll let you know about more findings. And on Friday, I will have my next stream about pest. And yeah, it will be the same, checking it out together, see what I think about it, and then make a decision if we want to use it in this project or not. Let me see if there are any more questions. Yeah, goodbye to green PRs now with this change. Thanks, Ken, again for helping out, joining the streams, for your work on LaraStan. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Keep it going. I'll try to do my best to share the things that I have learned. Maybe what could be helpful to the documentation of LaraStan is also maybe showing how you could integrate it into your workflow. I think this could have helped others as well trying out. Yeah, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining this stream. Thanks for being here again. Yeah, maybe just replying to some of the questions. How am I getting along with Keychron? So yeah, that's my keyboard. Let me show it to you again, which I really love the looks. It's really strange for me from my old keyboard. I'm getting better again, but it will take some more time for sure till I really get used to it like I was before. So that's pretty. This will take some more time for sure. But besides that, I just really love how it looks, all the color animations which you can use. It's so beautiful. I think I can recommend it, but it will be different to what you might using now. And there was also another question. Sorry, let me just get to that by Samuel, unrelated to the issue at hand. Out of curiosity, why run Composer update in the tests workflow and Composer install in the LaraStan workflow? I have no idea. I think we've now changed it so that we're using the same. So this means we are always using the latest versions, right? We're Composer update. Yes, I think we're now using the same. And I think it's most important that it's consistent now between the workflows. Okay, it seems the delay was really pretty long because I'm now still getting comments about me forgetting to sharing the screen while merging it. So sorry about that. But yeah, it is merged now. You can check it out on the repository itself. I think it's also good research seeing what are the changes we did and what we did before we merged it into, so you can check this out yourself. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining again. Hope to see you on Friday again. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channels. This will make sure that I'm going to do more of them. And yeah, have a great Monday and great start into this week. See you around. Bye.